we're good. I was in this 120 Spyro because I was doing some flight level practice. Okay, we are doing 80 Dragons speedruns today. Let me get my splits ready to go. We're doing a bit of testing for those of you who were here last stream, last Spyro stream that is. We were discussing cutting Sunny Flight, Icy Flight, treetops, and the chest in Jacques, and wondering if that was possible. So we are going to be testing that today. Quite honestly, I'm not sure that it's possible. Why does my TV look so good today? This looks beautiful. What happened to my TV? Am I crazy? So yeah, anyway, I'm not sure that it's going to be possible to skip all of those things. But I'm basically going to run a full any percent, like a normal any percent, for all of those gems, which you could cut those out in an 80 Dragons run since you're going through all of the Dreamweaver's worlds and things like that. But I'm still thinking that even if we do a full any percent and actually make an effort in all of the Dreamweaver's worlds, we're still going to come up short if we skip all of those things. I realize now this was not the preferred route. Oh well. I'll just go back this way. Was that not all the dragons in that level? It wasn't. Okay, okay. Lesson learned. Just start over if you mess up the route there. Like I said, I was gonna do any percent routing, but I can't. What I mean by that is the any percent gem count. I absolutely did the any percent routing as far as like direction that you go, which you can't do because then you miss a dragon like I just did. Hence D-Rust still being in the stream title because I don't quite remember. Did I not skip Nestor there? Okay, good. Okay, so no Sunny Flight. Like, skipping Sunny Flight doesn't automatically guarantee us a 2-minute time save. For right now it does, but remember that we're making that up later by collecting the 300 gems that we would have gotten from Sunny Flight. So I'm hoping for about a net gain of a minute or so. Maybe 45 seconds. Okay, let's do this the 80 Dragons way. Wanted that 5 chest. But for some reason Spyro hit it but didn't break it. Oh well. I'll get that sheep on the way out. How However, I'm not gonna turn around here like I would in any percent to get those chests. They have a total of like maybe 8 gems in them. That's not worth it. If I miss the proxy, I may still keep going, because I know roughly how much time I lose by missing the proxy, so I'd be able to factor that into the end of the run to figure out, you know, what the run would have been without it. Because we're not trying to get a PB here, we're trying to test, right? We're trying to test if I can skip all the things that I'm trying to skip and still come out with 6,000 gems at the end of Dreamweavers. Sparks, you idiot, pick that thing up. In the end, Sparks putzing around there cost us just as much time as if we would have skipped the, or missed the proxy the first time. Because I know for sure we can do 80 dragons without Sunny Flight, because we can do any percent without Sunny Flight. And Sunny Flight is definitely the one to skip if you have to choose between Sunny and Icy, because Sunny takes longer. Like a world record Sunny Flight is 1 minute 7.8, I believe. And Icy is in the 50s. Have to go through the portal there instead of just exiting the level, because that's how you open Toasty. You don't have to do this level at all, actually, in any percent. And you never have to go through... I guess that's a lie. I was going to say you never have to go through return home portals in any percent, but you still do in Nasty's world, because that's just the rules for his world. Bad menuing on my part, but that doesn't make a difference.
Are you ready to go?
Unfortunately, the real testing of this route doesn't happen until we're already at the end of Beastmakers, which is way more than halfway into the run. Because in Beastmakers, we're going to be skipping the second half of Treetops as the first, like, major thing that we skip, or attempt to skip, I should say. So I'm going to be picking up gems that you wouldn't normally pick up in any percent to try to make up for skipping the second half of Treetops and hopefully the chest in Jacques, but honestly that doesn't add too much more time. If we have to keep that in the run, that's not a big deal. I would still rather compensate for Treetops than for Jacques. But being able to skip Icy entirely would save, best case scenario, 56 seconds because you don't do the level at all. Gonna do a little exploit here to make this a bit faster. Hey Shaw, nice to see you. How you been? Okay, guess I just won't get that guy. Speedruns have been going pretty good. I took 11th in any percent, which was way higher than I had originally ever sort of intended. Ooh, okay, let's start that over again. And then I've come back to 80 dragons. I think Monday was the first time I've been back to 80 dragons in, geez, like a month and a half or something. So I'm still sometimes making really stupid mistakes, like just not bothering to go get a dragon when that's the whole point. Because I'm so into any percent habits. Come on. I've spent a lot of time trying to bump my places up in the flight levels, but good lord, Jordy and Aerodorma have those just so optimized at this point. It's taken me days just to grind out an additional 0.2 seconds in Wild Flight. I'll get there eventually. I just don't like going from first place in flight levels to fourth, you know? Or third or whatever. But quite honestly, yeah, right? I can't remember who it was. It must have been Jumpy Luff do it. And I was like, oh man, that's a great idea. And it's really not that hard. It's very easy to catch that ledge. But honestly, when I saw Jordy get 108.2 in Sunny Flight, I was like, okay, this is it. The way that he did it was just perfect. And then he got beaten for 108 even. And I was like, no way. No way. And then he beat Aerodorma back and took Sunny under 108. And I was like, there is no way that any of us ever thought this was possible. I cannot conceive of sub 108 for Sunny Flight. So it's gonna take me quite a while to get there. Because I have 108.4 in Sunny, and have for a long time. If it gets down to the wire in my 80 dragons and I need more time, I'll start doing the world record routing for night flight. It'll shave off like 3 seconds. Yeah, you're right, Shaw. There are definitely people who are just flight level runners. Because I remember in the original, I was running Sunny Flight but didn't have like any ability to record it or anything, so that's why I'm not like on the leaderboard. But I remember like Chris LBC and people being on the boards because they were just runners who did the game and also happened to do the flight levels. But now there are just specifically people who are like, I'm going to do the flight levels and not the game. And because they do that, they can just do these insane things because they have all this time, right? Like, that's part of the reason why it takes me longer. Jordy will come out 2 days after Aerodorma has beaten him and be like, yeah, I got first in all the flight levels again. And he can do that because he has time to run individual levels. And so it takes me a lot longer, because I don't have time to run individual levels for like 5 hours every day. Well, yeah, and he is a beast, like you say, Shaw. I mean, he does run Crash as well, so I'm not saying that all he does is just sit and try to beat records in Spyro. But his camera control really is what gives him a huge advantage. And it's not an unfair advantage, he deserves it because he's good at it. But the difference between his runs and, for example, my runs, you'll never see me manipulate the camera in a flight level because I don't have the coordination for it, honestly. And you see him turning the camera so that the very moment that Spyro's flame could hit something, it does, and then he's already turning. So that's what gives him that advantage, which I said is a fair advantage, and that's what makes him able to shave off an extra 0.1 or 0.2 seconds. And I remember having people in chat ask me when Sunny was still at 108.2 for the world record, do you think that they can be optimized more? And I was like, no. I said the flight levels are done, and I was very wrong, it turns out. So I will refrain from saying now whether or not they can be optimized more. I'd rather take these slowly than completely fall off. That's why I slowed down. My foot's falling asleep. Ah, okay. Yeah, I would think there really is no such point as this run is optimized when it comes to like any percent and things like that, because you have such a huge amount of time. You can't possibly be like perfect around every corner and all that. But I tend to think that for shorter things like flight levels, there is a point where you can say there are no further improvements to be made, but I don't know where that is. Because like I said, I thought, no way. Sunny Flight already relies on exploiting invisible walls and glitches. There's no way that this can be faster. And now we're 0.6 seconds, which is a huge amount of time in a flight level. What changed, Shaw? Like, did somebody find a new strategy to shave off that time, or was it just people got better? Because in the case of these flight levels, it really is just people got better. People are hitting the obstacles the moment that they're able to, and not a moment after. could make that if I want to, but with gems being the concern, I don't think I'll bother. I risked it, and I shouldn't have. Oh well. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Shaw. Everything... There's always gonna be the opportunity to do something very slightly better, because the odds that someone has an absolutely flawless run are basically non-existent, right? And the longer the run goes, the more that is true. Yeah, tying the world record for sure. I tied... When I first took Wild Flight world record, it was with a tie with Aerodroma. And like I said a million times, I thought, yep, tie is the best I can do. We're not gonna beat this, and then here we are. It's a full second for Wild Flight. The difference between the current world record and the former world record. There's a lot of good gems in the second half of Treetops. I really wonder if I can skip it. I'm just thinking ahead. Is the time save really gonna be worth it? I mean, it's gonna be like a minute, probably. In-game. That was perfect. I do not want to be at Wizard Peak with green sparks. These stupid green wizard guys. Or these guys. Looks like overall I did pretty well in these levels in my first run. Like, I'm not saving too much time per level, and sometimes I mean, like Alpine Ridge, obviously I died. I think Blowhard is a good opportunity for improvement in this run. I think I got a lot better at Blowhard during any percent. Well, so much for good blowhard. Getting that explosive chest right at the beginning is the key to getting him and not having him just up there. I mean, I still saved time, but I could have saved probably 4 more seconds.
Would you like to go?
Alright, so here's where it starts to get real. We are going to be attempting to skip the second half of Treetops. For now, just the second half of Treetops. I'll evaluate whether we skip Icy Flight and Jacques once we get there, you know. But for now, we'll be skipping the second half of Treetops. The gems are really good, though. Like, I don't think we can skip that and Jacques. So between those two, it should be Treetops to skip, because it takes longer. Good time save there. But that felt good. Now I have to remember to do this the speedrun way, but not the world record way. I've been practicing this level a lot, trying to retake the world record, and I need to do it the old way. Not some like hybrid of the two like I've been doing whenever I've done any percent or whatever. Wow, that's a good time save. I was not expecting that. I must have had to die to get sparks back in my splits the first time. That would explain just about that amount of time, 14 seconds. Okay, I have to go all the way down and get the dragon. All the way at the end. The one that you usually end on in any percent. I didn't do that last time and it cost me a lot of time. When I do that, that's never, ever how you want to start Misty Bog. I need to go and get this dragon. I can't afford to start all the way from the top again. I also need to go in here. These gems are too good to cast, I think. I almost might have just been better off dying to get sparks back. I knew that was going to happen. I could tell that I was going around him a little bit at a weird angle. If you don't hit them head on, they will get you. Gem count down here isn't actually very good, so we can probably skip that in favor of going straight over. here. So here we go with treetops skipping. We're gonna see how this treats us. Unusual for me to miss that. So 30 seconds, skipping the end of treetops. And we'll see where that puts us. I think we can swing it based on what our gem count looks like right now. And honestly, it would have been a bit more than 30 seconds because I missed that supercharge the first time. And like I had to go chase the thief, which I normally wouldn't have had to do, so probably closer to like 33 seconds. Really? Hey Vanquish, good to see ya. No problem about Tuesday. It was just more practice anyway. I'm getting a bit better, but still definitely a lot of things I could work on. I still haven't really had a chance to test out like the underwater hit the button and then get through the door and everything all in one go. I need to test out those sort of things, but thanks to your tips, I was able to get hit by a flying jet box on the first try. Yeah, we're looking good on gems. We can definitely skip the second half of treetops. Oh, really? Come on. Did you figure out, Vanquish, what your grade was for your wine tasting thing that we talked about? Oh yeah, I did forget that I asked you that, Vanquish. I'll be on PS4 myself, but honestly, I'm thinking about getting a Hollow Knight on PC as well, just because, like, modding and stuff is a thing. Because, like, Ultimatum Radiance and Atomic Radiance and things like that are PC mods. But I did pre-order the, like, special edition PS4 version of Hollow Knight. Yeah, we had a few classes as well that you didn't really have to take a final, or if you did, it was just like, you know, just a thoughtful reflection essay or something that didn't really get graded. Okay, if I could just get this supercharge skipped like right away, it would really make my day. I know how to do it. It's just a matter of actually doing it. That might have cost me enough time that I won't make it to the door. We need to go, go, go. That was quite close. Alright, second try, I'll take it. We're basically getting no gems from this level though, which I think is going to make it so that we do have to do Icy. We might still be able to skip the chest and Jack. We'll see. I have 2 more levels to determine whether or not I need to do Icy. Dark Passage is great for gems. I can make Lofty great for gems, but it's sort of a waste of time. In-game time is taken... Oh, I forgot to guidebook. That's the thing that I never do. Guidebook would have taken me all the way over here instead of having to ride these whirlwinds. In-game time is taken after I rescue the final dragon. I mean, I suppose I could look, but actually I don't know if I'm allowed to look. Yeah, the game will tell you. It's in the guidebook in the top right hand corner. So basically you free Magnus, the 80th dragon, and then as soon as he vanishes, you can show your in-game time. It's very convenient, but some people, I don't want to say some people like it's a cult thing or something, but there is a growing number of people who have noticed that in-game time, even when taken by the game, can be inconsistent. So we're considering what to do about that, whether it's have like a loadless timer or like a specialized timer that's developed so that everybody sort of is on the same footing. I can't believe that actually hit me. I'm in the danger zone. I don't want to stop and get butterflies for sparks. I might need to. Spyro, dude, that's a 10. Don't just leave it behind. So I can basically get 300 gems out of this level. I would have liked that chest back there. And really good time save. I have time to get more if I need it. Let me see what I'm at. 55. We can do without Icy easy. Honestly, we might still be able to do without Icy and without the chest in Jock. The chest in Jock really only takes like an extra 10 or so in-game seconds. Let me get this guy. I hate how long they take to— Really? Are you kidding me? You— Oh. Oh, you. So there's a solid, like, 5 or 6 in-game seconds gone bye-bye to that stupid Thwompy man. Again, oh well. I mean, this is looking really good for a PB, but my intent was not to PB in this run. It was just to test whether we could skip Treetops and Icy and Sunny, and it does appear that we can. honestly, for how long these fairies take to appear, I probably have time to go get more gems while I'm waiting for them. They're just ones. I'm not even gonna worry about them. Okay, I fell down. Alright, this wall is not here, so you can go right through it. There are not enough gems worth it in the rest of the level, so that's it for that. Yeah, I am gonna split on Icy Flight. We're not gonna do it. Because I easily have enough from Jacques. Actually, let me get my calculator out. Yeah, okay. Because I still need to go get this dragon, who is a run killer because he's just off on his own and you don't need to go this way except to get him. Easy to forget. But I'm collecting gems along this way, and I'm not even in Jacques yet, so yeah, for sure. So not going up to Icy at all, heading right in here. Hey, Frog Mage. Yeah, my quick maths is aided by a calculator because I'm bad at it. We literally need 44 gems on the run up to Jacques. So no chest. But I do have to remember that I do have to go get this guy. I forgot that last time, because the dragon is over there. Lord, camera. Okay, I don't trust myself, so I'm getting that extra. Even though I did it with the calculator, I feel like we're still too low. I have a calculator on my computer, Frog Mage, that I'm using. Why did you not go over? No, are you kidding me? He didn't go over. Like, I didn't trigger him to go over. Oh, Lord. That was so much in-game time. It's just gone. Okay, buddy, can we not do that again? Get! I mean, we're still gonna end up saving time without that chest and everything, but yeah, I was still way over on gems. So, The point of this run has been achieved. We proved that we can skip treetops, the second half of treetops, skip Sunny, skip Icy, and skip the chest and Jock, all in one run, and still have that 6,000.
Are you ready to go?
Oops, I couldn't split because I tabbed out to my calculator. Look how much time save we had. Because I'm 6 seconds behind, and I fell down into the lava at Jacques. Man, we could have saved like 10 seconds. Oh, what was my dragon count? Have I missed a dragon somewhere? $74. Good. That is correct, if I recall. So now that we've proven what we can skip, and this testing run was successful, let's run this with the hope of getting a PB. Because I've basically carried, you'll see at the very beginning here, Sunny Flight, I saved 225. We basically carried that the entire run. I do have to exit through the end portal of every level in this world. That's the rules for the world. And of course we need to get the dragons. But you won't see me exiting the level through the menu like I normally have been. I hate this guy so much. That was not what I wanted to do. But I'll make it work. And with time save still, apparently. Okay, whatever you say. I am very happy that that rat lined up. That's always such a great thing, because you will always come out of Nork Cove not at full health, because you have to take that water hit to get to the portal. Unless you want to do it the long way, which, why would you want to do that? So it's always nice when that rat lines up with you, to give you an extra sparks on the way. I can't quite remember what Bregerman's in-game time was, but I do believe that I will beat him. Assuming nothing catastrophic happens. Thank you, Vanquish. 37:48. The time that I have posted, I don't even remember what it is, like 39 or 40. I have beaten that, I just never bothered to update it because I knew that I was gonna be doing better eventually anyway. We definitely can horribly, horribly fail. In Nork, there's a lot of things that could go wrong. We could end up fully cycling the second or even the first thief, key thief. We could fall off a platform. We could not one cycle Nasty. There are a lot of things that could happen. I do remember, Vanquish, that your name is Vanquish the Tool. Oof. Okay, so that was a little bit of a late key thief, but I'll take it. I probably could have had him earlier, but I didn't want to risk it. We should be able to one cycle Nasty based on my timing jumping over that wall. Alright, now the only thing we have to do is not fall and die. That is all. Because if you fall and die, you start from the very beginning of this level. Alright, good.
You're toast, Nork.
We can improve our time a little bit more by actually getting the Magnus skip, but it's finicky and honestly pretty unpredictable, so we'll see. Let's see. Didn't get it.
Nasty's ancient history now. So
Dad
what's in
bod
that?
Magnus.
I
I
believe
love him.
this is Nasty's treasure hoard, but the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
3806. Couldn't quite do it. Oops, I forgot to split. Now the reason that we couldn't get sub 38 was because when we did lose time, it was all in-game time. For example, the minute-ish that I lost between Wild Flight and I Want to Die, which is Misty Bog, was entirely in-game time because I died and then had to run the entire level again, basically. Same with... Where else did I lose time? Jacques. It was the same thing. So, I mean, this is a PB, but we can do way better. But we did prove, the whole point of this whole run wasn't to get a PB, it was to prove I can do 6,000 gems and finish this run without the second half of Treetops, no Sunny Flight, no Icy Flight, no chest in Jacques. We can do that, and actually we can do it relatively easily. So if we refine this a little more so that we don't come in with those 30 extra gems at Jacques, we can save a lot of time. Do I think that we could even take out another flight level? That might be pushing it. I might run a test on that and see what's up. But what was my previous PB? Let me look. 3907. So I took off almost exactly a minute. Thanks for the GG, Frog Mage, Vanquish. I appreciate it. I have achieved the testing that I wanted to do for the day. Unfortunately, I don't have... Normally I would, but today I don't have time for another run. I was shipping a bunch of 30-pound boxes of Magic the Gathering cards this morning, which meant that I didn't get to do my work. So, I do need to get that done. But Monday, we'll be back at this 80 Dragons run again. And now that we know that we can skip all those things, I'm actually going to take them out of the splits. And I will be trying for a PB on Monday. Well, maybe the second run on Monday. I want to do one more D-Rust run because the beginning's a little iffy. But so, as always, I run through this every time. Monday, Spyro. Tuesday, Inside all deaths percent. Wednesday I'm off. Thursday, Spyro again. Sometimes Hollow Knight. Also, I know I'm a small streamer and I don't like to plug like money stuff, but down below my video we're running donations to Pause No Kill Animal Shelter. If any of you are interested in that, it's below my video. That's all I'm gonna say about it. You are definitely not obligated to do anything. I just want you to know that it's there. But a friend of mine is organizing some stuff to give money to the shelter. So anyway, I'll be back on Monday. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and thanks for the good lucks and everything. We'll have a more significant PB in this soon. But in the meantime, have a wonderful day, and since I don't think I'll be streaming Dark Souls tomorrow, have a wonderful weekend as well. See you later, guys.